Hi friends, here I am going to talk about the first chapter of physics, forces in fluid. We saw that the plastic bottles or wooden pieces etc. will float in water on water. Take a bucket of water, put an empty plastic bottle in it. Then push the bottle with our hands to the bottom of the bucket. Then take your hands. At the same time, the plastic bottle will come fast to the water surface. Here we can see the water is pulling a forces or a water is pulling the empty bottle into the top of the surface. So here a force is acting here. Did you know what is the name of that force? Before talking about that force, I will tell one thing. When we put the plastic bottle on the water, the plastic bottle is due to the gravity, the plastic bottle going downward, but the water is pulling the plastic bottle upward. So the name of the force is buoyancy. When a object is immersed completely or partially in a fluid, the fluid exerts or it will take an upward force on the body or on the object. This force is known as buoyancy. In this experiment, we saw that there are acting two type of forces. One is gravity and another is buoyancy. The weight of the body acting downwards. It is gravity. Okay, the weight of the body is acting on downward, or the gravity is taking the bottle into the water, but the buoyancy pulling the object into the upward. So here we talked about the buoyancy. Now we want to measure the buoyancy. How to measure the buoyancy? To measure the buoyancy, we are doing another experiment. Take a body or a object. I am taking stone here, and hang on it in the spring balance. Now we got a measure. It is 5 Newton. The forces are measured in Newton, so it is called 5 Newton. Then we can put this stone in the water. So now we got the measure 3. So here why does this measure became low? The water is acting buoyancy, so the stone is losing its weight. Now we got the weight of that stone in the air and in the water. Now to measure the buoyancy, we want to find, or we want to subtract these measures. How? The weight in air minus the weight in water. It is called buoyancy. Now we got 5n and 3n. So 5n minus 3n equal to 2n. So the buoyancy of the stone is 2n. Now we can look another example. Here I measured the weight of a metal. It is 4 Newton. And next I put it in the water. I got 2 Newton. So to measure the buoyancy, we want to subtract the weight in air and the weight in water. So 4n minus 2n, it is 2n. So the buoyancy acting on the metal is 2n. Now this way we can measure the buoyancy. Here we got that in order to calculate the buoyancy experienced by an object which immersed in a fluid, it is enough to find out the loss of weight of that object in that fluid. The fluid means water or gases.